well, anyways, I get this question a lot, so I thought it's finally time to answer this in a video. First, let's just get the elements of luck out of the way. There's age and genetics. I am young, and nobody in my family has a history of being overweight or obese. We're all quite thin. Many people around me have said, oh, you must have a fast metabolism, oh, you're so lucky. I like to think that there's more that has to do with the active choices I make than matters like luck, but I think I should preface it with that, just in case, who knows, maybe those are the main reasons. And that then brings me to lifestyle choices. It is definitely a privilege to be able to eat whatever you want to eat at basically any given moment. I'm very grateful that that's basically the case for me. So I also eat with an eye for health. I prioritize having a well-balanced diet rich in both protein and fiber. Eat very intentionally. Most of the time I prioritize having a good source of protein, ideally at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe even in snacks. I usually have lean meats. I eat a lot of fish, that's usually where I get my protein. I also have plant-based sources of protein. I make efforts to eat enough vegetables and fruit, ideally at every meal as well. I generally also try to eat food that is minimally processed, as close to not processed as possible. I don't take this to extremes. As you see right now, I'm eating some beef jerky. However, I would like to point out that this is grass-fed beef jerky. This is probably as minimally processed as beef jerky can get, and it tastes fantastic. But generally what that means is if I'm at a restaurant, I like to order a dish with sauce on the side if there's sauce. And I like it better that way because I don't like to dilute the flavor of the food with the sauce. I think that if the food is truly high quality and fresh, then the flavor should speak for itself. And I add whatever amount of sauce is my preference. Sometimes they over sauce, you know, I don't like it to be deluged by sauce and then all I can taste is the sauce. I want to taste the ingredients too. Apart from generally avoiding highly processed food, I tend to not eat food too high in salt, oil, sugar, fat, especially refined sugar. So I don't usually eat fried food, but I do love natural fats like avocado, walnuts, salmon belly is so good. I'm enjoying my beef jerky. Next, apart from the quality of what I eat, what's really important is the quantity, moderation, and balance. First, I'll tell you, I will never stop myself from eating something that I want to eat unless I'm like literally not able to go get it or, you know, feeling sick or something. I basically always honor my cravings unless I know it's going to make me sick. I mean, you can see I felt like eating this right now as I'm eating it. Tastes great. Not that I consider this unhealthy. Anyways, for instance, let's say I'm craving, this has never happened, I'm craving a Big Mac. I'm gonna go eat the Big Mac, but if I know I'm gonna feel sick afterward, which unfortunately has happened to me when I've done that when I was a kid, then I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. You don't have to always eat the whole thing. That's what takeout is for, and that's why you go eat with a friend or girlfriend, boyfriend. I'm a bit of a chronic takeaway person, so I prefer to eat with someone else so that we can split something, so I don't have to get a container. Otherwise, what am I gonna do, bring my own to go to container at this point? Sometimes the portions are huge. I consider that an American portion, just those massive portions. They do that in other countries too, though. I don't mean to generalize. And if I'm eating a particularly unhealthy food, I don't have to have it every single hour of the day or every single day. For instance, bacon, I'm not going to eat bacon every single day of my life, even though it's delicious, unless maybe I'll eat, like, I don't know, a little bit of it. I know I had a very rich dessert around earlier in the day. Maybe I don't need the same dessert at dinner. You know, I don't have to have it 3 times a day. I don't consider that to be stopping myself from enjoying things because my stomach physically cannot handle eating that 3 times a day. It is not going to work. Same with bacon. I know the way my stomach reacts to things, it's not going to be happy, it's going to stop me. So this is also from physical reasons. My son's stomach is sensitive to foods that are overly fried, oily, rich, etc. Lastly, taste. I think there's this false dichotomy in which people act like foods have to be either healthy or delicious. I don't think that has to be the case at all. Food can be both healthy and delicious, and in fact sometimes the healthy food tastes even better. You can definitely live a healthy lifestyle, eat a healthy diet while being a foodie. Totally. I don't think being a foodie should be considered something that's innately bad for your health. I think that would be upsetting to consider good food to be something that's your enemy. I don't think of that as the case at all. And I also want to address what you said, eat so much. I don't know if I eat until I'm full. Well, precisely, I eat until I'm about 80% full. Because in the past, I would eat until I'm like 110% full, and then I would just feel sick. I would feel nauseous. That's how I know I'm too full. So now I eat when I feel full, just full, 80% full, but it's probably like, I don't know, 90% full. That's actually better for your health too. It's better for your digestive system. That's what people in blue zones do. A blue zone is the parts of the world where populations are the oldest on average. So for instance, in Okinawa, it's called like the Okinawa diet, which basically means to stop eating when you're 80% full. I do that because I feel better when I do that. I feel physically better. It's easier on my body, easier on my digestive system, and if you struggle with acid reflux, then it's definitely easier for that too. There's like never a time I'm gonna be hungry, of course. And sometimes people are like, oh, you love eating, you're constantly eating. It's like, yeah, I do love eating. But also, if you're eating a diet rich in protein and vegetables, you're not gonna feel the same amount of craving. So for instance, I'm not eating, for instance, a massive amount of cookies. I'm eating like I'm this right now, for instance, and that's gonna tide me over. And I want to, when you say eat so much, I want to emphasize I'm not ever going to post a video in which it's a mukbang or mukbang, I don't know how you pronounce it, in which I'm eating a massive amount of food that's unrealistic for someone with my stomach and size. That's just not, I don't promote food waste ever. I don't promote eating past the point of feeling full. I only want to promote ideally healthy food, but at least food I'm reasonably going to finish eating. I don't think it's a healthy trend, and I don't like that it promotes food waste and binge eating. So I like to say that you can be a normal, healthy person and be a foodie at the same time. If you want, let me know if you have any more questions. I could post what I eat in the day. I've done that in the past. To give you a snippet of what I ate today, I had some delicious grain-free granola from Hudson Henry with oat milk and blueberries with some cow coconut rinds with a little bit of coconut oil. What else did I have? Oh, and almond butter on that. I had a salmon avocado roll for lunch. I had a little bit of fish afterward as a snack. Now I'm eating this beef jerky, and I ate 2 cookies as well. Almond flour cookies, really good, with chocolate chips. And later I'm gonna be eating dinner pretty soon after this. Then I'm probably gonna eat dessert too, maybe some more fruit, and definitely vegetables at dinner. I'm probably gonna eat salmon. Okay, that's all. Let me know if you have any more questions. Oh, last but not least, I walk regularly, but I don't exercise hardcore. That's also a misconception. I think is at least 70 or 80%, but you can fact check that. I don't remember off the top of my head.